you're playing right now, it's like you're running around, taking gunfights, and hoping for the best. I'm not seeing any thought in your positioning, angle peeking, droning, anything. I'm not seeing decision making in anything. You need to understand what you want to do, how you want to do it, and when you want to do it. Those are the three biggest questions you need to ask yourself as an individual. Because if you don't have those questions laid out in front of you every single round, you're going to be lost. It's just as simple as that, all right? Once you get that mirror open, there's no point in you trying to get rid of the bandit battery. Because all you're really benefiting from when you get that bandit battery with your Twitch drone is points. Because if you look at your lineup, you have no hard breacher. You have a Sledge, IQ, Ash, Blackbeard, and then you as a Twitch. So getting the bandit battery, literally pointless. No point in getting it at all. But very, very good job on getting that mirror window. You use your first Twitch drone and it looks like you're going to survive with it as well. So good job on getting that mirror window open, especially when you know mirror's up and you're playing Twitch. That's probably going to be your primary objective, is destroying those mirror windows, especially when you're desperately needing it because you have no hard breacher. So very good job on getting the mirror window. Now let's see if you pay attention to the fact that, okay, good shot there. Now you saw this Maestro Cam here that you disabled earlier. So what you could have done here, instead of going for the bandit battery that took up a little bit of time, what you could have done, try to get your Twitch drone out, which you did successfully. It's right here in the recording. I am looking right at it. But don't waste your time. Look for the objective that you need with your Twitch drone, which is obviously the mirror window again. And then get your Twitch drone out. If it survives, that's great. If it doesn't, you have an extra one. But if you didn't waste a little bit of time trying to get the bandit battery, you probably could have shot this Maestro Cam. Because with Maestro Cams and Twitch drones, or even Thatcher, you have to, it's a two-step process. You first have to disable it, and then you have to destroy it. Because if you don't destroy it, you're pretty much using a EMP grenade or a Twitch zap for no reason. You're disabling it for, I believe 10 seconds is how long it lasts. So you have a 10-second window from the moment you zap it to it resetting where you are able to shoot it. Okay, your teammate just destroyed the Maestro Cam, which is good. Now there's a second one. Disabled. You should not... Okay, you're wasting your Twitch drone zaps on the pieces of utility that you can shoot with your bullets from your weapon. So what's important to look at here? It's like, for example, a Zofia or an Ash using an Ash charge on a barricade. I know it's a very lame example, but this is what I mean. You're using your utility in the wrong spots. It's important that you are utility efficient. Try to be as efficient, no matter what operator it is, try to be as efficient with their utility as it can have. So instead of going for the Maestro Cam, which you cannot destroy unless you zap it and then shoot it, or zap it twice. Because you disable it, it opens up the window, and then you shoot another zap. Instead, you disabled it, used your second zap on the my magnet that you could very easily walk up to the study door looking into Aviator and shoot it with one bullet. Okay, so it's very important that you're not you're pretty much wasting a Twitch drone zap on a my magnet for no reason. It's very important that you don't do that. Don't make something else in terms of utility do the same thing that a one bullet can do in this game, because that's not being utility efficient. Your primary objective there should be to get rid of the Maestro Cam, because there's no other way for you as Twitch to get rid of it besides disabling it and zapping it, or disabling and shooting it, okay? Does that make sense? I hope it does. Be as efficient with your utility as you can be, please.
Ready.
Yeah, and see, you have an extra zap and you're not going for the Maestro Cam. You disabled it. Your primary focus should be this Maestro Cam. I hope I'm putting enough emphasis on this because it's super important. Your teammates, you disabled the first Maestro Cam, one of your teammates shot it from, I think, top main stairs, this doorway right here. The one in study. Now, your next objective should be the second Maestro Cam, which you've already disabled. If you walk up to that door, which I think you're about to, you're not going to be able to destroy it. Before we continue on with the VoD review, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys considered subscribing, liking the video, and even commenting. Those 3 little things can help the video be pushed into the YouTube algorithm, so that way more people can get recommended my content and a larger audience can see my content. Also, you're walking into study while looking at top main stairs when the mirror window to your right is open, and you also have a Maestro playing Vault that could very easily shoot you in the side of the head right now. Okay? So if you're gonna like looking in this direction here is fine, like top main, this area where the sledge and the I believe that's Blackbeard is at, that's fine. But make sure you're smart when you're doing that. You could very easily figure out if you have top main stairs control and main stairs control just by looking through the walls, because obviously you have outlines on, right? So before you enter in study Belk, you look through the wall. Okay, you see a sledge top main, which is that area right there where the sledge is called books, and then you have a Blackbeard on main stairs. You can very easily get that same amount of information by checking that before you enter and study. But instead, you're checking it while you're in study, exposing yourself to a possibility that the Maestro Cam or the Maestro could very easily shoot you from Vault through the open mirror window, okay? Stop worrying about the Maestro and Vault. Once you have information on someone, there is no point in keep calling them out or keep pinging them. There is literally no point. It's a waste of information. You could be doing so much more with your drone if you weren't so focused on this Maestro and Vault. Leave him alone. He's either going to rotate out or he's going to stay in Vault. That's his only rotation ability, is staying in Vault or leaving. You're pretty much wasting your drone on information you already have. Make sure you're getting information that you don't have with the same drone, because now you're just getting information you already have. There's literally no point in doing this. You still have your second Twitch drone, by the way, in study. It has to have at least 2 zaps by now. Destroy the Maestro Cam, please. Please, please, please. If you're ever going to play Twitch or any operator, I'm going to say it again. Be as efficient with your utility as you can be. Please, please, please.
Target located. 2nd floor.
You're still wasting your drone on information you already have. There is no point. This is like the 4th time you've drone this Maestro. He's obviously not gone anywhere. There's someone top red. It's a dock or a rook. Alright. Looking at this first round, you have a lot to work on. I'm going to be honest with you. If you are someone who plays like this, you have a lot to work on. So first, I'm going to touch on it lightly. Twitch drones and getting my magnets or ADSs, unless it's in a unreachable position where you can't shoot it, using your Twitch drone is fine. But first, focus on the Maestro Cam or any bulletproof utility that you can destroy or disable. Please. Because you are not... If you go for something that you can shoot with your bullets first, before you go for something that is bulletproof, then you're going to be stuck in a situation that you put yourself in by not going for the bulletproof utility first that you can only deal with your Twitch drones. Please take recognition on what I'm talking about. Secondly, you keep droning the same person over. I'm pretty sure you droned that Maestro like 4 or 5 times. He obviously didn't go anywhere, so there's no reason at all for you to keep droning him. There's no excuses, no reason for you to keep droning him. Absolutely not. Thirdly, your situational awareness. Okay, let's go back to let's go back to the time in this round where you were walking into study, exposing yourself to the open mirror window that you opened when a Maestro could have shot you from Vault. Okay, situational awareness. You were completely unaware to your teammates taking main stairs control, or else you wouldn't have checked that area, because if you were aware of your teammates playing main stairs, then there's no reason for you to check that area, right? Thirdly, secondly, I should say, on the situational awareness, you have, it's you, a sledge, I believe, no, it's you, IQ, and Blackbeard, I want to say. Yeah, okay, so it's Twitch, Blackbeard, IQ. Both of your teammates were bar side. You are aviator side. Process of elimination, okay? Let's go back here. When you walk into aviator, right here, you hear the dock running top main stairs. Now, how do I know it's a dock? Because it's a thick boy, okay? So it either has to be a Maestro dock or a rook. Or there's a couple more operators in the game that are 1 speed, but besides the point, the most relevant operator would be either a dock or a rook, okay? Now also, this is what I mean by situational awareness. Both of your teammates are bar door. One left side, one right side. Process of elimination. If there's 3 of your teammates left, including you, and there's one vault, the Maestro's vault, and you're an aviator, 2 of your teammates are bar, that equals out to all 3 of your teammates, including you again. So that would indicate that there is an enemy top main stairs. Situational awareness. This could have gotten you killed. All right? Pay attention to little details like this because it could be the difference between you getting a kill or dying. You gave him the advantage there in that gunfight. So my peak's right there. You're holding a close to a pixel angle. I mean, it's a pretty small angle, especially for someone on console who, you know, is playing on 60 FPS, is very limited by their input from their controller. So this gunfight right here already isn't favorable for you. Now, someone on PC definitely could be a different story. But once this my wide swings and gets out of your angle, and you don't peek with him, you are now giving him the advantage to take the peeker's advantage to his side. Because you were holding an angle, he swung into your angle, past your angle, and then you stayed stagnant in your angle, meaning that once he starts swinging you, he has the advantage now. Because you don't know when he's going to swing or where he's going to swing. He could swing crouch level or standing level, right? So it's important that whenever someone crosses your angle and you lose sight of them, even before you lose sight of them, that you'd follow them if you're wanting to take the gunfight. Because the way that this plays out, and I'll play it out here in a second, is that you re-peek and then he starts peeking you again. So you have absolutely no idea when he's going to peek. All you know is he's going to peek eventually. So you try to pre-fire and it ends up getting you killed. So it's important that you follow with your enemy whenever you're holding an angle like that. Okay, this Claymore, though, is not a good thing to see. The reason for that, how often do you ever see someone peek or like staying on the right side of the bathroom window? Not that often. Why is that? Because there's 3 other windows for you to contest on the master balcony. 4 total, including the bathroom one. So you have 2 leading into master, 1 leading into closet, and then you have the 4th one, bathroom window. All right? So if someone decides to jump out this window, and it's very uncommon for someone to play the right side of the bathroom window, you're on the left side, you and the sludge are. How common is it for someone to play on the right side of the window? Not that common. So what you should do is whenever you're placing a Claymore, place it on the opposite side of wherever it is most common for the attacker's positioning, prediction. I don't know what I'm saying here, but I hope that makes sense. Like, most of your teammates are going to be playing master window, closet window, right? So if you place it on the opposite side of the window, instead of placing it on the left side, you place it on the right side. So that way, when the defender jumps out and they want to shoot the Claymore, they have to look to their left first and shoot the Claymore, and then do a 180 and look to the right once they want to take the gunfight. So it makes it much more favorable for the attackers when a Claymore is placed properly, instead of placing it on the same side where the enemy wants to peek. So that way they can look to their right, shoot the Claymore, and then just look up, make the adjustment, and then start taking gunfights. I hope that makes sense. That was a pretty poor explanation on my end, but I hope that came through pretty clearly to you guys. Alright, that was a good pick on the dock there. I would like to see you get off your drone a little bit faster, though. As soon as you see that both of them are in Master, you should immediately take the gunfight on the Legion, because he is the closest enemy to escaping to safety, which means that the dock, you know, can kind of stay where he is for a second. Meanwhile, the Legion is almost to safety, which is over the shield. So if you got off your drone there and then started pre-firing the master door where the shield one was, you very easily could have killed the Legion, right? So it's important whenever you see two I look at those enemies right there as freebies. Because if the Legion has your back towards you, right, he has to do a complete 180 and then shoot you on the window. So if you get off your drone immediately once you see where both of them are at and where they are looking, they want to position themselves, you know, try to get that information and then peek off of it, right? Nope.
Really big fucking hole.
Nope.
We located a bomb.
All right. Let me explain something to you guys. This is a huge thing that I see a lot of kind of inexperienced players do on this map. Okay, so on Villa, both of the upstairs bomb sites, there's two ways to attack it. Either directly, so if it's statue trophy, you attack it directly from master, okay? Or you can attack it from study side. Usually, both ways end up wanting to plant in statue, but sometimes when you attack top red study side, you might want to go for a trophy plant. Anyways, if you're going to attack from master, your primary objective when opening the triple wall, which by the way, if nobody knows what this wall is called, it's called triple. The reasoning for that is because there's 3 walls that need to be reinforced, hence the name triple. Anyways, if you want to attack master side on Villa for a statue deer plant or a statue trophy, whatever you want to call it, you always want to open this wall every single time. Now, with Thermite, I would much rather prefer Ace or Hibana, because that means you don't have to walk into master to open the wall, and also you don't have to go through an animation on a soft floor where there very easily could be a VoD cam and a pre-placed nitro somewhere in this area, or a pulse below. Anyways, you always want to open this wall, and the reason for that is because it cuts off the split rotate from Astro. And if you guys don't know what the double door is called from statue, Astro, and trophy, it is called split. That's what it's most commonly called. But if you cut that off, it cuts off half of the rotation ability from the defenders. So that means that they either have to pick their position playing in trophy or in statue. So you opening somewhere around here is going to force you to overextend yourself to the left side, exposing you from master door to your left, and then also deer statue swing, if you want to hold the split. Alright, so it's important that you pick up on that. 9 times out of 10, you want to open the right side of this wall. Always. 9 times out of 10, unless you're doing something very specific to kill someone or push someone out of an area, you want to go for the right side of split. Or sorry, triple.
A really big fucking hole coming right up.
We located a bomb.
Alright, so you have 1 statue, 1 trophy. I'm liking what I'm seeing on your droning right now. So the last one is Jaeger. The reason I know it's Jaeger is because you just saw an ADS right here. So there it is. There's the ADS. 4 out of the 5 defenders are already spotted, which is a Goyo Legion, and then Doc and Echo are dead. So that would mean process of elimination. Last one is Jaeger by looking at utility. So that means that they only have 1 piece of plant denial, 2 at most if you're low with Legion impacts or Goyo C4, right? So it's always important whenever you're in the later half time in a round that you kind of pay attention to what utility that the defenders have to deny plant.
Activating drone.
Now you still have a Legion playing, or sorry, a Goyo playing statue. Alright, so two are in trophy, 1 is in statue. 1 more trophy, 1 more statue. You could honestly probably swing the breach here, yeah, and kill the Goyo. So that was a very good angle check there. You didn't overextend. I like what you did there. You didn't overextend yourself by going off the previous information that you had on the Goyo, where he was playing the hard left angle on the statue near the statue door and master door. So I'm glad that you didn't just wide swing the breach hoping that he was in the position that you last saw him in on the drone. Instead, you checked your angles because he possibly could have repositioned. So I'm glad that you kind of angle checked before trying to react off the previous information that you had. But to take away from this round, always make sure that you're opening the right side of split. Or sorry, again, the triple wall. Oh my goodness. So that way you can get an angle into split, all right? Other than that, I mean, it was a pretty decent round. Also make sure that you're reacting off the information when you have it. The dock was pretty much stuck right underneath your window. You very easily could have gotten off your drone, pre-fired the master door while the Legion is, trying to make his escape to safety and kill the Legion, and then you and your 2 other teammates, master balcony, could have very easily dealt with the dock playing in master. He was pretty much stuck. If you're going to roam like this, at least put down all 4 of your bandit batteries. You put 2 on the aviator wall, and then you put 190. If you're going to roam off site with a bandit battery in your site, you're pretty much useless by that point. Or sorry, I should say that bandit battery is useless. It's just like a Jaeger having all 3 ADSs and 2 sets of barbed wire. Or sorry, two pieces of barbed wire. It's not going to do anything. Not going to do anything. Because you don't have any reinforced walls over here. So what are your bandit batteries going to do? Nothing. So make sure you get that utility out at the least. Even if you put it on the most random wall, I would much rather have you put it on a random wall than keep it on your person. So make sure you are putting out your utility before you hit the room. Also, going for a roam here probably isn't the best idea. You already have 3 people off site, including you. You have the Pulse, Jaeger, and then you and Astro. And also, I went over previously a little while ago of a VoD on Coastline. You and your 3 teammates, or sorry, 2 I should say, are in a very close proximity of each other. You and the Jaeger are very, very close, and then the Jaeger and Pulse are fairly close. So you guys are in a pretty small area. It's important whenever you're roaming or you want to do a roam that you try to maximize as much map control as you can have, and then you kind of shoot drones, fall back, shoot more drones, fall back until you eventually reach site. And then maybe go for a flank late round if you need to. But you're not maximizing the amount of players you have on the map versus the amount of map control that you have on the map. So make sure that you're recognizing that. Okay, so she's couch. Get off your cam, hold the angle. Good pick. Very nice. You played that very, very well. You played off the information that you had. You weren't holding an angle excessively when you didn't need to. You played off the 90 cam, which is very good. Last one is Master Vault. It's a Habana. Alright, okay, so what you need to recognize here. I said previously that you put 2 bandit batteries on the bar wall, or sorry, the aviator wall, and then you put 190 wall. If it is a Habana going study side, and it's Habana alone in a 3v1, what you should do here, instead of going for the kill, is get your bandit battery 90, and then take the one that you already have on your person, and put it bar wall, so that way she has absolutely no way that she can hard breach the site.
Hostiles eliminated.
Okay, so far, to evaluate you as a player, the 2 biggest things that you need to take into consideration to getting better at this game is first, situational awareness. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch this video. Like, start from the beginning and keep watching, because I already went over it like 2 or 3 times. Secondly, understanding the position that you're in. A 1v3 with 1 minute and 10 seconds left, this round here, for example, is very winnable. It just depends on how well the Habana plays it, alright? I've seen it happen time and time again, and I'm sure I'll see it happen more times than I can count in the future of me playing this game, alright? So going back to what I was saying, by understanding the position that you're in, a 3v1 with a Habana left study balk, she has full access to breaching the bar wall since you did not recognize the situation that you're in by playing bandit and having no use for your bandit battery on 90 and the one on your person, alright? So instead of giving her access to the bar wall to be able to be hard breached, give her no access. You want to make the attacker's jobs as hard as it can be at all times while you're playing defense. That is the bottom line, alright? Those are the 2 biggest things that you need to work on as an individual. Now you're hitting the roam again. Again, you're not understanding the situation that you're in. Like, you saw this Pulse playing top, like, below, right here. Like, you see that he's below. There's no reason for you to for you to drop. Like, I'm not sure if you're communicating with him, but you might be trying to go for a nitro. But, I mean, the Pulse already has a nitro for himself, you know. Unless you're doing something very, very specific, there's no reason for you to drop. I'm assuming you're solo queuing by the way that you and your teammates are playing off of each other. So understand the position that you're in, and in this position, you need to maximize the amount of man control or the map control that you have with the amount of men you have off-site, all right? Instead of going below with the Pulse, go above and shoot drones and then fall back. The way you're playing right now, it's like you're running around, taking gunfights, and hoping for the best. I'm not seeing any thought in your positioning, angle peeking, droning, anything. I'm not seeing decision-making in anything. You need to understand what you want to do, how you want to do it, and when you want to do it. Those are the three biggest questions you need to ask yourself as an individual. Because if you don't have those questions laid out in front of you every single round, you're going to be lost. It's just as simple as that, all right?
Friendly, last operator standing.
She's now in bathroom. Good shot. Good shot. You should have been holding that angle a lot better, or a lot faster, though. If you're gonna play that position, you need to, you should be at least holding the walk-in angle, right? And so, like, if you're not comfortable holding the master angle into master, at least hold the cross, so that way she can't cross into statue without you knowing, or at least dealing some damage to her, right? But if you are going to sit here and do nothing, it's worse than sitting here and holding into the master angle. Because if she decided not to break that barbed wire, or commit fully to breaking the barbed wire, she could have smacked it once, baited you out to peeking, and then held the angle that you eventually peeked to kill her, right? So if you want to peek that angle, at least hold it, so that way you don't give the enemy the advantage of having the first shot, or the angle advantage of having it lined up already. Because I can imagine, I've never played on console personally in this game, but I can imagine lining up an angle is usually pretty difficult, especially an angle that's very small like that. But anyways, good shot on the Zofia. So just to evaluate you again as an individual, I kind of already went over it, but make sure that you know what you want to do, how you want to do it, and when you want to do it. Those are the three biggest questions that you need to work on, because like you're just running around shooting people, not really. It's just, I see a lot of wrong things in the way that you're playing, in my opinion. Also, situational awareness and decision making definitely need to be worked on. Droning needs to be worked on. Those little things. And I guarantee you it will make you a better player. I promise you. If you work on those things, it will make you a better player. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. If you did, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. As I said previously in the video, liking the video, commenting, subscribing, any positive feedback to this video can help it be pushed into the YouTube algorithm, so that way more people can get recommended my content, and my content can get pushed out to a larger audience. While you're down there liking the video or subscribing, there are links to all of my social media, as well as my Patreon, Discord, and tip video playlists in the description. I stream on Twitch almost every single day. I post to TikTok and Instagram every single day. So if you guys want to get a little bit of extra content out from me, or early content, make sure you guys go check out those social media platforms. But with all of that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate all your guys' love and support, and I will see you guys in the next video.